Residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present live weekly performances in the WDNA Jazz Gallery and feature students, faculty, and alumni from Florida International University's Hurwitz and Nicole Wertheim School of Music and the Performing Arts. I'm your host today and FIU faculty, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our executive producer, Dr. Karen Velas, we'd like to welcome you to our show. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. And today we are pleased to feature the FIU Jazz Combo 2 with Ivan Lucia on trumpet, Tariq Baker on piano, Eric Lynch on bass, and Enrique Puli, I hope I said that right. Okay, I got the thumbs up on that, on drums. FIU's Jazz Combo 2 is headed by Professor Gary Campbell and focuses on straight-ahead standards. And without further ado, have you met Miss Jones? All right. I'm here with student. He's a first semester senior at the University of Florida International University.
How are
His
you?
name is Ivan Lucia. He's the trumpet player in the group that you're listening to. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, how are you?
Great. Why don't you tell us a little bit, first of all, about your background?
I started playing trumpet started music when I was 9, and then I started playing trumpet when I was 11. And ever since I started playing, I knew that like music was going to be my thing. So kept studying through high school, and then I realized I want to keep doing this, so I went to FIU because I thought it was the best fit for me. So.
Great. And you're from Miami originally?
Yeah, I've been born and raised here my whole life, so it helps too to be able to fit in with the culture and be able to play Hispanic music too. There's a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to music, not just jazz, but Latin jazz, just straight Latin music and all that stuff.
So you have a background in that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And what was it about the trumpet that sort of spoke to you?
Man, something about it when I was asked what instrument do you want to play, because everybody gets for me, I started when I was 11. I was in middle school, and it was pick an instrument, and I tried flute for a week, and I realized that was not for me.
Not for you.
So then trumpet, that was the next thing that came to mind. I started playing it, and I was good at it, so I was like, this is cool. And then I wanted to do jazz. It just worked out, so everything kind of locked into place. Even though piano was my first instrument, trumpet is my main instrument. It's kind of like the blood in my veins.
Oh, fantastic. Now, there are a few schools where you could study at, and what prompted you to choose FIU?
I think the biggest push for me was when I was in my last year of high school. I was studying with Francisco Dimas, super great trumpet player.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and I saw him play one day, and I was like, hey, I would love to take some lessons with you. So he started teaching me, and then he was like, hey, I'm teaching at FIU. You should come over here. And I was like, okay, I'm on my way, and then from that, I got to meet super, super amazing professors. All the professors I've had and have now are fantastic musicians. So FIU is really chock full of great professors and students that can play.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about the band and also the songs that you've chosen for today? Because the last piece was a piece by a guitarist, Wes Montgomery. So it's a little unusual to have to choose that piece like that. But first, about the band.
Yeah, so it's cool. We got a good mix of people. We've got both Tariq and Enrique are freshmen, new incoming freshmen. And then they're super talented musicians. And then, of course, we have Eric on bass. And yeah, I hadn't played with Tariq or Enrique before, but I had played with Eric once or twice. So when we got the group together, we already had some chemistry, and then we just started playing. The main focus of this group was we wanted to get some just straight ahead standards and really make them swing, Get something that is just solid. Get something really, really, really together,
Have a good solid basis. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's been really cool. We did that West tune. It was cool. It's there's certain tunes that you have to, of course, as you're playing trumpet too, you got to figure out how it lays. But yeah, that tune. First song we did was Miss Jones. Super standard, But we would just want to get those tunes that everybody's heard and just make them swing to the next level, make it just lay super, super good. So that's been our main focus, just getting everything to feel really, really good. So yeah, and I'm playing with some super talented guys. They make it really easy. So
fantastic. And you're studying, of course, with Professor Gary Campbell.
Yeah.
And he gives you insight into all these pieces.
Yeah, he was actually the one that recommended the last tune we played. And it was interesting for me because, again, right, guitar player, switch it over to trumpet, you have to figure some stuff out. But it's, again, right, just like a blues. So, we wanted to make it lay really good and just play it right. There's always a good way to play it, and then there's just a really good way to play it. We're trying to get that second level of it. But.
Nice. Now, you've been at FIU, you're now a senior, and what would you say is one of your most important lessons that you've learned since you've been there at the school?
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of stuff that I've learned, and music, super music related, and just people related too. Some of the best people related stuff that I've learned is be friends with everybody, and like there's always lessons that you can learn from other people, whether you really like think it or not. You can sit down with someone and figure out what they're doing and like figure out like how that can help you out. That's more on the people side and the music side. But for sure from like my professors, I have to give a lot of credit to Jamie Ousley, Professor Jamie Ousley. He helped me a lot with my improvisation because I would play a lot of notes before. It tends to be a problem. And he kind of slowed me down. He was like, hey, just play like one thing and then let it sit. This is like a conversation. It's not like a vomiting of words. So
Excellent. Very good advice there.
Yeah. And it really helped because then it was like, like say something, let it sit, say something else, and then build a conversation with yourself and your bandmates and get something like really nice going. And I feel like that really, really helped me because at the end of the day, it makes your playing easier because you're not playing like a whole, you don't have to play like straight eighth notes the whole time, like tick, 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 and it sounds better. Like nobody wants to hear that. So
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, so you've done a number of performances this semester at FIU, and tell us a little bit about those and your plans for your final semester.
Yeah, we just recently did. We call it Forum, which is where like groups play for students. So our group played for a bunch of other students, and it was really nice. It was just it's two good things. Number one, it lets other people see you play, other students see you play, and it opens other people's ears. So when I come and another group is playing, I get to hear what they're doing, and it's nice to be able to hear other groups. And then the other part of it is staff and faculty will always say, hey, you can work on this at the end of it. And so it helps us like, critically like criticize us and like figure out what we need to do better, what could be worse, what is worse, what could be better.
Right, helpful criticism, of
Yeah,
course.
but that was the most latest one we did. We're trying to get another one, hopefully do like a departmental or something, but yeah, it's cool.
Well, fantastic. And you're going to play some more music for us, obviously. What are we going to hear next?
Next, we are doing Very Thought of You. It's an old tune. We actually adapted, the melody's very slow at the beginning. There's not a lot going on, so we stole the piano intro from It Never Entered My Mind. There's a Miles tune, and it just gives it some motion at the beginning. So we thought it laid really well. Everybody's going to play on this one. Everybody's going to solo, except for Enrique. It's a ballad, so he'll take this one out. But
Yeah, drum solo on a ballad, probably not ideal.
yeah, but and then I'm going to be playing this one on flugelhorn, which for the people at home, it's like a trumpet, but it's a little bit different. You'll hear it. It's not as edgy, the sound. It's more like dark and round. It's got a good sound. So.
Fantastic. All right, so thank you, Ivan. And this is FIU Jazz Combo 2 with The Very Thought of You.
Thank you. you.
You're listening to a live performance in the WDNA Jazz Gallery of FIU Jazz Combo 2 here on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. Please stick around. We'll be right back after these messages.
There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
This week, Florida International University's Herbert Nicole Wertheim School of Music and the Performing Arts has a number of exciting shows. First, tonight at November 8th at 8 p.m. in the Recital Hall, it is a String Chamber Ensembles concert. Then on Wednesday, November 9th, 7:30 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall, FIU Wind Ensemble inspired by Joni, Both Sides Now. This will be the second concert. Wednesday, November 9th at 7:30 p.m. at FIU Mana Wynwood, Student Composers Recital. Thursday, November 10th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall, the FIU Symphony Band and FIU Fusion, it's called, Fusion in Concert. Saturday, November 12th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall, the FIU Gospel Choir Concert. This is going to be an extra special concert. I highly suggest attending that. And of course, on Sunday, November 13th at 2 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall, Beethoven, Brahms, and Banter. For these and many more exciting events, you can find information at fiu.universitytickets.com. And now back to our show with FIU's Jazz Combo number 2. All right. You've been listening to the FIU Jazz Combo with Ivan Lucia on trumpet, Tariq Baker on piano, Eric Lynch on bass, and Enrique Pulli on drums on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our executive producer, Dr. Karen Velaz, I'd like to thank our crew of FIU graduate students, Samantha, Josephine, V, Gabriela, Jerry, Rudy, and Christian, WDNA sound and tech wizard Alex Aldrich, and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you would like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-348-2896. Or you can simply like our Facebook and or Instagram page to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the FIU Music Hour for every great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. And if you would like to attend, we are happy to have people in our audience. So thanks again to our guests. And what's the last piece you want to perform for us tonight? All right.